Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Clarity English Studio, where we make English part of your everyday life. I'm Anna.
And I'm Mike. It's great to have you all listening in from wherever you are in the world.
So, Mike, I saw you looking at pictures of Italy earlier. Are you planning a trip?
I am. I'm heading to Rome next month for a week. I cannot wait. The history, the food, it's going to be incredible.
Oh, that sounds absolutely amazing. You must be quite the travel expert then, having planned such a big trip.
I'd like to think so. I've got my system down. I know my way around an airport, no problem.
Is that so? All right, Mr. Expert, let me give you a quick quiz.
A quiz? Okay, I'm ready. Bring it on.
What's the difference between your carry-on and your checked baggage?
Easy. The carry-on is the bag you carry, and the checked baggage is the other one, the bigger one.
That's a very basic answer. Which one do you give to the airline staff at the check-in counter?
The checked one, of course, because you check it, right?
You're not sounding very confident for a travel expert.
Okay, you got me. Maybe I could use a little refresher on the specific terminology.
And that is exactly what we're going to help with today. Traveling is exciting, but it can also be incredibly stressful, especially when you're not familiar with the specific English words used at the airport.
That's so true. Airports and airlines have their own unique language. Even if your general English is great, some of these terms can be confusing.
So today, we are going to guide you through the entire airport journey from the moment you pack your bags at home to the moment you step out into a new country.
We'll teach you the essential vocabulary and phrases you need to navigate any airport with confidence. This is real, practical English for your next adventure.
Listeners, have you ever felt lost or confused at an airport? Maybe an airline employee asked you a question and you just nodded and smiled, hoping it was the right answer.
Hey, I've definitely done that before. If that sounds familiar, tell us your story in the comments. We'd love to hear it.
Yes, please do. And stay with us because later in the episode, we will teach you one single phrase that is a lifesaver in almost any confusing travel situation.
Let's start at the very beginning, before you even think about leaving the house. Packing your bags.
Packing, the first challenge of any trip. I have a friend who is a terrible overpacker.
An overpacker? What does that mean?
To overpack means to pack way more things than you actually need. My friend brings 5 pairs of shoes for a 3-day trip, just in case. Her suitcase is always bursting.
I'm the complete opposite. I always underpack. I'll get to my destination and realize I didn't bring a warm sweater or enough socks.
So let's talk about the absolute essentials. What is the one thing you cannot travel without?
Your passport. It's the single most important item. A passport is that small official booklet with your photo that allows you to enter foreign countries.
And here's a crucial tip. Always check the expiration date on your passport. If your passport has expired, meaning it's no longer valid, you will not be allowed to travel.
That would be a nightmare. Okay, so you have your passport. What's next?
You'll need a boarding pass. A boarding pass is your ticket to get onto the airplane. It shows your name, flight number, gate, and your seat assignment.
These days, most people use a digital boarding pass on their smartphone, but it's always a smart idea to have a printed paper copy as a backup.
I agree. Now, let's talk about your bags, or what we collectively call your luggage. This is where we get back to my quiz question.
Okay, I'm ready this time. Your luggage is divided into 2 types.
First, you have your carry-on. A carry-on is the smaller bag that you are allowed to take with you onto the plane. You can store it in the overhead compartment or under the seat in front of you.
You carry it on the plane yourself. And your bigger suitcase is your checked baggage. This is the bag you give to the airline staff when you check in. They weigh it and put it in the cargo hold under the plane.
Perfect. Now you sound like an expert. This brings us to the airport itself. You've arrived, and the first step is to check in for your flight.
To check in is the official process of registering your arrival with the airline. You can go to the check-in counter, where an employee will help you, or use a self-service kiosk.
This is where you'll show your passport, drop off your checked baggage, and get your boarding pass. And they'll ask you the classic question.
Would you like a window seat or an aisle seat?
So let's clarify for everyone. A window seat is obviously next to the window, offering great views. What's an aisle seat?
An aisle seat is on the other side, next to the aisle. That's the walkway down the center of the plane. The word is spelled A-I-S-L-E, but the S is silent. It's pronounced aisle.
That's a great pronunciation tip. I'm team window all the way. I love looking at the clouds.
And I'm team aisle. I like having the freedom to get up and stretch my legs without climbing over people.
After you check in, your next stop is security. This can be the most stressful part for many travelers.
At the security screening, you'll place your carry-on bags on a conveyor belt to be scanned by an X-ray machine. You'll also have to walk through a metal detector yourself.
You typically need to take your laptop out of your bag. You also have to follow rules about liquids like shampoo or perfume. They must be in small containers, usually 100 milliliters or less.
After you clear security, it's time to find your gate. In an airport, a gate is the specific location, a waiting area and a door where you will board your flight.
Your gate number is printed on your boarding pass, but always check the big departure screens in the terminal. Sometimes the gate can change at the last minute.
That happened to me once. I was relaxing at gate 5 only to realize my flight had been moved to gate 42, which was a 15-minute walk away. I had to run to make it.
It's a classic travel mistake. Now, another word you might see on those screens, one that nobody wants to see, is delayed.
If your flight is delayed, it means it is late and will not be departing on time. You might hear an announcement like, Flight 256 to London has been delayed by 1 hour.
And another important travel term is layover. What's a layover, Mike?
A layover, or a connection, is a stop between two flights. For example, if you're flying from New York to Sydney, you might have a 4-hour layover in Los Angeles.
That 4-hour stop is your layover. It's the time you spend in the connecting airport before you catch your next flight.
Okay, so the flight is finally boarding. To board means to get on the plane. You'll find your seat and get settled. The flight attendants will be there to help you.
The flight attendants are the crew members who take care of passengers during the flight. If you need something, you can politely say, "Excuse me, could I have a blanket, please?"
And this is where we share that one magical phrase you promised earlier, the phrase that can help in any confusing situation.
Yes, the ultimate travel phrase. It's simple, polite, and incredibly effective. Are you ready? It's, "Sorry, could you please say that again?"
That's it? That's the magic phrase?
That's it! Think about it. If you don't understand the check-in agent, the security officer, or a flight attendant, you just ask them to repeat themselves. It instantly solves the problem without any stress.
You know, you're absolutely right. It's so simple, but it empowers you to ask for clarification instead of just being confused.
Exactly. Okay, after a long flight, the plane lands. But your journey isn't over yet. First, you have to go through immigration.
Immigration, or passport control, is where an officer checks your passport and visa. They will likely ask you, what is the purpose of your visit?
You can simply answer, "I'm here for tourism," or "I'm here on business." Just be honest and direct. They might also ask, "How long will you be staying?"
After immigration, you follow the signs to baggage claim. This is the large area where you wait for your checked baggage to come out on a rotating conveyor belt.
This is always a moment of suspense, watching every single bag go by, wondering if yours will ever appear.
And then finally, you spot your suitcase. After you've collected your luggage, you'll proceed to customs.
Customs is the place where officials may check your luggage to make sure you're not bringing any illegal items into the country.
For most travelers, you'll have nothing to declare and can simply walk through the green channel, which means you're good to go.
And with that, you walk out of the airport doors and your adventure in a new country officially begins.
Wow, we covered a lot of ground today. Let's do a quick review of the most important terms.
Great idea. We learned boarding pass, your flight ticket, carry-on, the small bag you take on the plane, and checked baggage, the large suitcase you check in.
We also covered check-in, the registration process, window seat versus aisle seat, and security, where your bags are scanned.
Then there's your gate, where you board the plane, a delayed flight, which means it's late, and a layover, which is a stop between flights.
And upon arrival, you have immigration for passport control, baggage claim to pick up your suitcase, and customs, the final check.
And don't forget our golden phrase. Sorry, could you please say that again? It's your travel superpower.
Now we want to hear from you. What is one country you would love to travel to? Tell us in the comments in English.
Writing even just one sentence is fantastic practice. And if you found this lesson helpful, please subscribe to Clarity English Studio and give this video a like.
Share it with a friend who is planning their own adventure soon. Thank you for spending this time with us today. You're now equipped to travel the world with confidence.
Keep learning, stay adventurous, and remember that every trip is an opportunity to practice your English in the real world.
Safe travels, everyone. We'll talk to you in the next episode. Goodbye.